Hey, it's Joe Amoia, the Smarter Dating Guy, with today's Smarter Dating Tip. As you see, we're out of the office today. You know, it was such a beautiful day that I decided I just had to get out. And so I decided to jump on my bike. And part of the reason is that I was experiencing writer's block, to be honest with you. I just didn't know what I should write about today. You know, there's so many things I can talk about. So I decided to get on my bike and, see what came to me. And as I was riding, I started thinking about the Olympics. I know you're sitting there going, well, what do the Olympics have to do with me? So just hear me out. As I was riding, I was thinking about, these Olympic athletes, what they have to go through. And, most of them are in their early 20s. And if you study Olympic athletes, what really separates them from the average person is their mindset, their focus, their dedication. These athletes have to literally give up their lives for years just to focus on an event for a few minutes at best. How many of us would give up our lives and really train and go all out for the possibility of succeeding? I mean, none of these athletes are guaranteed, but yet they do it. And what really separates them is their mindset, but not their mindset. It's what they focus on, who they become as a person. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. Because in this dating world, yes, it could be frustrating, but it's no more frustrating getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning in the dead of winter to go train for an event that's 2, 3, 4 years off. What I want you to do is I want you to take on that mindset of an Olympic athlete, to focus on the prize. Because Olympic athletes could get up every morning and go, you know what, it's difficult. I may never get there. I've tried and trained before, and I lost my last event, so I'm just going to give up. Okay? Would they ever achieve the gold medal? Well, how many of you listening are doing that in your dating and your relationship? You're focusing on what's not right, or what's wrong, or what hasn't worked. Or maybe you're in a relationship and you're with someone and you keep focusing on what they're not doing right. You keep focusing on their weaknesses. Well, let me ask you a question. Would you want to be in a relationship with someone who constantly picked on and brought out your fears and what you were doing wrong? Remember, there's always two people in a relationship, and what matters most is what you're doing and who you're being. So if you really want to focus and be the best you can be, start training your mindset to have that of an Olympic athlete. Do what you need to do. Focus on the end result and just keep taking action towards that. And you might just find out you win the gold medal. I wish you luck. As always, God bless. We'll see you next week.